this is the Roland SP-555. The effects built into this are unlike anything you can find. So today I want to show you what's so special about this device, and if you own one, hopefully I can teach you something new or inspire you to use it in a different way. There's just a special sauce in the way Roland approaches everything. Let's go over some of these effects. Vinyl simulation. Now each unit has a different style. Some of them have a vinyl comp, some just have vinyl simulation, and they all sound totally different. This one has no compression on the vinyl, but it has a very nice flutter and a good filter and that classic noise. I like to choose my level of flutter with a cymbal because it's very easy to hear it in use. All the effects sit with these beautiful 3 parameters. They make it very, very simple. So here's our noise and the filter. You can choose to apply the effect to all 16 pads or just a couple. And when you do just a couple, you get a very unique sound that way too. Okay, so let's go back, dial it. For this example, I'm going to put it on every single thing. I'm going to bring the filter way back, give a little bit of noise and a little bit less of the flutter. So now we have something like this. As opposed to this. As opposed to just clean. Now let's talk about the compression, because that's where things get absolutely zany. As you can hear, it's pretty hectic, okay? But you can dial it back. Sustain, attack, which gets ruthless. Level. The compression is so aggressive, I feel like it sounds best when it's put to tape. If I put this, if I put that on tape, it's going to sound so good. It's actually going to be less fatiguing, strangely enough. I don't know why, but it is. So here we are, just organic. And then with compression. It's endless fun. You can really get lost in it. If you like the sounds that we're using today, they're from the Gallery Pack. It's hundreds of one-shots, all recorded in different studios with different drums. It is the pack that offers the widest variety from anything on our website. And when you purchase, you support the studio, you support Wundertone, and I greatly appreciate it. So I'm not a huge fan of digital reverb. Something about the reverb on here, well, it just screams Aphex Twin, selected ambience works. And there's a couple different modes. We got room. We got room 2. Not as good sounding. Room 1 is where it's at. Almost sounds a little bit of non-linear now. Hall. Absolutely has a sound of its own. Okay, now what I want to do is circle back to the lo-fi compressor, all right? I skipped that one. I don't know why, I guess I got excited about the reverb. But I'm telling you, lo-fi compressor is a different animal, and it is very dangerous. Now, just raw. Compression. Now don't forget, when you have this device, or one similar, you don't just have to sample things to get that sound. You can run your sounds through the line in and out and process it. All you have to do is assign the effect to the line in, and you'll never be blessed with such a multi-effects unit in your life, I promise you. If you dig this kind of sound, you gotta do your history, you know? You gotta do your Googles. The lo-fi compressor is actually doing a pretty damn good job of emulating, let's say, a 12-bit sampler. Without. With. But what I really like to do is make the compressor destroy the drums in these little tiny crystalline digital artifacts. What you can do now is blend the wet dry, and you can bring in some of that natural sounding drum. Gets a little Yeezus territory. What else does it do? The problem is that when you start blending the two signals, you can quickly find yourself in phasey territory. Now another one that I really enjoy is the subsonic frequency generator. You find yourself a kick that's just lacking a bit in the low end. But if we add the low frequency generator, long, and then the balance. That's all we're adding was our regular, and then you bring it in. And this controls the pitch. You want to get it so it's just let me introduce you to another one that I think is kind of unique, and that would be the A8 filter and drive. Now, I don't particularly like the filter. I just happen to really enjoy the drive. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Try another one. You hear that? It's smooth, and we can go extreme if we wish. Another kick. It never gets tubby. Maybe that one a little bit. Yeah, so let's hear it on the snares. Really, really fluid transition from clean to dirty. Let's hear it on everything. It can darken your sound a bit. So while I said I don't like the filter, I will rely on the resonance to give me a tiny bit of high end that I got robbed of by using the drive. Just a little bit. You see, if you do too much, you want to keep it down. So here's nothing with the drive. In comparison, the other one almost sounds shrill. There's just a fantastic warmth added with this particular effect. And something I like to do is not use it on kicks, because those can be the first thing to distort, right? So if you remove that, without, you just give that cross stick a little bit of color. More. I happen to have it in the hi-hats too. Let's get rid of that too. We'll just go snares only. Try a couple different ones. I think that's lovely. But let's add it to the kick too and see what happens. A little heavy, right? So you can make the decision yourself. Where am I going to put these effects? Now, earlier I mentioned Yeezus, and that was not by accident. Yeah. One of the main additions of this device that separates it from a 404 is the inclusion of a loop capture. What is loop capture? Loop capture is where you can record a performance and overdub on top of it, but you can't undo it. So you have to commit. Let's just give it a quick example. Now you can't quantize this as far as I know. If you get something a little sloppy, well, that's just what it is. And it actually allows you to make very specific sounding beats. The loops that I make with this machine sound nothing like anything else. I tried for the life of me to make patterns with MIDI that sound like this. It's impossible. The pressure of the loop capture makes for interesting patterns when you take risks that can't be undone. Whereas when you're in MIDI, you know you can play God all day long by doing whatever you want. There's something dangerous about that level of variation. It kind of leads you to never be comfortable with your decision, at least for me. You gotta have some skin in the game. When you make an overdub on it, you gotta be ready to pretty much destroy all the work you've already made. And that can happen a lot, and you gotta start over. So a big trick that I love to do when it comes to making patterns on the loop capture is playing music that I like the feel of and playing along to it. It's kind of like stealing the rhythm fingerprints. It's not really theft per se. You're not copying it to a T. You're just feeling the vibrations. I can't really play music on the channel because copyright strike. But I can show you some beats that I've made before using the gallery sounds with this technique. Playing something I like. Let's say it's a Motown song. Let's say it's a Migos song. It doesn't matter. Just something that inspires you. Some guesses in the comments of what I was listening to when I created this beat. I always loved the feel of that. That one's so good, I think it needs a little bit of A8, wouldn't you say? Now let's plug something in so I can show you how to use this externally. Here we go, we got the trusty Teisco. You want to hit the effect assign, make sure that these are selected, and then I'm going to go to my vinyl simulator. You can totally hear that flutter just going wild. You can keep it way low, right? Keep it nice and smooth. Let's try the filter. Now we got a very interesting guitar sound, okay? Nothing? We've all heard direct guitar, right? It leaves a little to be desired. Let's try a beat. So when it comes to guitar, that is a go-to absolutely no matter what. There's some other weird ones too. So it's like you got this slicer. This one's quite dated for sure, but it's still cool. That's our flanger, and then we have phaser 2, of course. So the effects are what take this from being just a simple pattern sequencer to a powerhouse of effects. No one's been able to top these effects, not even Roland. This is my message to Roland. Hey, Roland, why don't you make the effects of these in a stomp box or a rack mount? Standalone. People would definitely be interested, I think. Alright, yeah, that's how I use the SP-555. It is the gateway device that really started Wundertone. All the sounds that are on here are all just me sitting in a room, hitting a drum, a one-shot. You've got to be kind of psychotic to make one-shots, trust me, especially cymbals, think about it. If you liked any of the sounds, please go check out the gallery pack, it would mean a lot to me. There's plenty of other sounds on the website as well if you're interested in that. Thanks for watching.